Okay, what is up? Okay, so obviously it's gonna be a little bit different this week. I'm fairly sure it's gonna be the same as basically what I posted last week. So I've tried multiple different things. I've tried editing down the original video content that I use to like a tiny amount, to where it's like 7 minutes altogether, 8 minutes of the like actual content, like spliced throughout my reaction, and it just kept on getting copyright claimed. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to record these reactions. I'll post them up, and you can put your own. I can change the camera a little bit, so I'm a little bit more centered now. Yeah. So obviously because of that, I'm just going to do these videos like this, and then I guess I'll just post these up, and then you guys can get your own episode up to watch, and then just watch along with me if you want it. I know that's not really that enjoyable. I know, at least me personally, I enjoy the reaction highlights a lot more. Sorry, the intro just finished. So yeah, I don't know, there's not really much else to say other than that. I've been doing quite a lot this week, so I can't remember at all what was going on at the end of last episode. I probably remember that first 10 seconds of this one. Actually, no, I remember them speaking to that guy from the Black Dragon? Is that the gang name? I haven't even forgotten that, Jesus. But yeah, they was talking to a spy from their group, and then they just barged in on their meeting, and then some stuff happened, conversation. Other than that, I can't remember much. But for these, I'm just going to be putting my reactions. There might be a lot of dead space because I'm not going to do any editing on these. So I'm just going to leave these like kind of open and long. So at some point, I might just be sitting here watching it with you, but I'm not really like saying much or making much of a commentary. But at times, I'll just do commentary here and there. But obviously, it's not going to be edited down or anything like that. So watch it if you still want to watch it. If you don't, I get it. But good news because of that is I'm going to be restarting a different show. I say restarting because there's a few that I started a little while ago now, probably like a year ago maybe now, that I'd started like, I was getting into so many shows at once, and then I got into like too many and I had to drop like a lot, and I'd only just started a few of them, one of them being Bleach, which I think is one that I'm probably going to watch because it'll probably get pretty good views. By pretty good for me, I mean like between 5 and 10, so it's pretty chilling to get good views over here. But you know what I mean. It'll probably do slightly better. It might help the channel out a bit better. So yeah, look out for that whenever that's coming. It'll probably be Bleach only because it's the one that one of the ones that I started that I think will do best on YouTube, because one of them was Goblin Slayer, and I'll have to do so much editing for that because like 90% of the stuff in the show I won't be able to show because it's just like obscenely violent and like graphic. So watch out for that. I'll post a video on the channel when I've decided which one I'm going to start. And I might start from the beginning, or I might start from like a couple. I was only like 20 episodes in, so we'll see about that. But anyway, I'll shut up and we'll get into the video. Also, this shouldn't have the watermark on it, hopefully, because I've changed my camera settings, and now my videos go up to 30 minutes before messing up. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, and we're going. If you're plugging in your video now, when I said we're going just then, put that on the end of the intro. Ignore the little clip before the intro, or at least watch it, but I mean, yeah. Hmm. Can't remember how many episodes the season is for Tokyo Revengers, because I have to admit, I feel like the start's been not slow necessarily, because there's been a lot that's been going on, but like, I remember there being quite a lot more fights and action in the last one, whereas this one's had like very short little spurts of violence and action when we need it, but other than that, it's not really been like abundant in the show so far. So there's still a lot to work out as well. Like, there's a lot of information that you know is there, but we just don't know what the details of it are yet. Like how he's this guy just constantly. Yeah, fucking seasons beatings. Okay, that's kind of joke. Seasons beatings. That'd be hilarious if this was like a Christmas themed episode where they just beat people up. Oh god. They don't do that much comedy. I don't know, yeah they do. I was gonna say they don't do much comedy in this show, but that main character is pretty much entirely comedy, but it's like sad comedy. It's dramatic comedy. Which is like what's the word? Like you gotta like it to enjoy it. Like you can't just like being really. So it's an acquired taste. Jesus man. Got there eventually. He hasn't got a gift. Oh, he's double booked that there. Hey, you might see a little bit of a cut on my face. That's just from training. I didn't even notice I had it until today. I don't even know how I did it, to be honest. At first I thought I did it whilst I was asleep. And then I realised, no, that doesn't make sense. Kind of hard to do. Probably more likely a glove or something. These bits always end up causing cuts and stuff. Like a lot of corners and stuff here. And this one's not bad because it's quite rounded, to be fair. But I mean, like, even on the inside here. These aren't the best gloves though, to be fair. And they're too small for me. Wait. I'm gonna have to go back. So pause your reaction for a second and I'll tell you when I've caught up if you're watching along. She knows Kisaki? Bro. What? How we've only just found out about this, Lord only knows. So this guy Kisaki basically just does whatever's possible to kill some girl he went to cram school with. Which, I don't know what cram school is. Cram. C-R-A-M. I think it's like a prep school in the UK. Preparatory school. Where it's like before secondary school. Whereas that's middle school then I think. And then high school is like college for us in the UK. Who is this? Who is that? That was Kisaki? There's something wrong with this show and just randomly changing people's hairs as they get older and younger. Like, it's not even like it's dyed half the time. Half the time it's just different colour. and it never changes. Like it's just growing out from being dyed. Damn, that just makes Kizuki's character even more interesting, though. To be fair, like, and confusing also. Remembers what? I feel like I've seen bits of this, but I have no memory of almost any of it. Damn. Yeah, Kizuki doesn't seem like a good guy. Is it just me that remembers this, but very differently? And Kizuki called him his hero last season. Don't tell me Kizuki looks up to him. What the fuck if that's the case? Why is he so like secretive? He has to know more. He can't just be like some kid who looks up to Dingy. That can't be it. Okay, you got beat up here. That's more like Takamichi, but I mean, there's gotta be more to it than just that. Was that really me? I didn't remember that at all. Oh yeah, it's actually so much longer ago for him. That was like a few years ago for this version of him, but for the other version of him, that was, yeah, almost 15 years ago. Damn. I get that feeling. I know what I get that because when you look back in like your early childhood, for me, as like an early 21 years old. Like when you look back at like early childhood, like I remember bits of it, but some bits I'll be like reminded of, and I'll be like, I don't remember doing that, but that does sound like some dumb shit I would do. I feel like you couldn't remember this, but I'm confused as to why, because some of these things seem like something you would definitely remember. She confuses me at times. I feel like she might be like have a bigger role in this than just being like, like I don't know, like just an innocent victim. I feel like she's got like some kind of like involvement in it somehow. For a second, then when they were talking about a day that they met, all three of them, and they couldn't remember it, like something had happened. Damn, that's dizzy, don't say? Unless she's at risk for some reason. Or he's forced to dump her. Because Kisaki likes her. But he admires you, but he also likes her. I don't know, man. It's so confusing. It's not confusing, it's just there's a lot to it. There's so many like little things that could change it. That's her father? I was gonna say that looks like Naruto, but then I was like, wait, the age. Age 26 and scream. I actually really like the way they deal with time travel in this show, because they seem like it. From what it feels like, they deal with it as like the same timeline, but when you go back and you change stuff, that stuff has clearly still happened. You just go back and correct it, and then instead of going on this path, it's now on a different one. So it kind of like branches out each time it gets changed. But I don't know. It's so well, maybe not actually thinking about it. Maybe it is always on the same one, and they go back and they fix stuff, and stuff changes, but it's still on the same line. Stuff is just different because the same certain things keep re-happening, and if it's completely different, then that's what I just really like the way like the future affects the past and vice versa. Like I really like the dynamics between the two and how they're like somewhat connected. So it's like I still don't see why this would make him break up with her, unless the one in the past that broke up with her in the first place that he knows about didn't know about the stuff in the future that he knows about now, and now this time because he knows about that, he's not going to dump her because he knows if he dumps her or if he doesn't, it still makes no difference. Do you get my train of thought there? Because trying to commentate on this show sometimes, I feel like I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking nonsense, and no one's gonna know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Because I'm talking about him in the future, thinking about him in the past, but now in the past, redoing what the past did again in the past. Boom. Boom. Bro. Oh fuck. I need a haircut. Think about shaving it short. I don't get why, if he makes up with her hair, I don't understand that, because he knows that it doesn't make a difference. And how do you know that not breaking up with her makes her dad go stricter on you, therefore stricter on her, and saves her? Oh damn, she just punched him in the face, and again, holy shit. Hina, chill. See, I don't get it. You don't have to do this. You know that doesn't work. So I'm doing it again now. Maybe it's purely just for the dad's sake, I guess. I don't know. But you know, breaking it with her doesn't work. She still ends up dying. So surely there's a different way you can go at it this time. No. But I can't promise that with them now, though. Yeah, because this, time travel thing, this power, there must be something more to it. As in, like, there must be a connection between at least him and Kiseki with the time travel stuff. But more so him and Naoto, because that's the two people you touch and then it activates it. So why are they linked with some time travel powers? Where did that come from? That's what I want to know. I feel bad for him, but I feel bad for him so much, and I felt bad for him for like a season and a bit now. And from the very start, I've seen some things that I feel like could have fixed everything, and he just doesn't act enough sometimes. No, dude's just been crying and got beat up by his girl. Damn. His eyes are just fine now, I guess. Okay. See, the only thing I'm thinking about these plans that they make, they always seem so short-sighted, at least from Takemichi's point of view, because he obviously knows about the future and stuff. But, like, they don't seem like solutions that solve the problem entirely. They seem like solutions that delay the problem. Or don't fix it properly. Like, in this scenario, they stop him from killing Taiju. That doesn't stop him from trying to kill Taiju again in the future. They kill Taiju themselves. Whoever kills Taiju in this timeline, how do we know he doesn't then go on an even worse timeline? If it's Kiseki, how do we know that doesn't help him become like the leader of Black Dragon or something even crazy like that? Like this, we're finished now anyway. But there's so much that there's like that could impact the show, which is why it's that's why it's a really good show, to be honest. Yeah, and we've done all of this on one video, and I've still got 5 minutes and 20 seconds left if I really needed it, which I don't, but nevertheless, it was good. Okay. Yeah, there's not much to say in that one. Well, there's a lot to, see, again, this is another reason why this show is so hard to react to, because I get to here, and I'm like, okay, I've watched the entire thing, but I haven't really like I've not absorbed it fully yet and dissected it to the point where I can commentate on it. And I, unfortunately, although I would love it if this is just entirely all I did, I have different things going on in the day as well. Like it's towards the end of the day now, so I've got food coming, and then after I've done some food, I've got some editing to do on a Vinland Saga episode. So yeah, what I might start doing is ending the videos and chilling for a while and then coming back to them and trying to do one then. But I feel like I'd end up delaying it too much and I'd try and come back and do the video and I won't remember anything about the episode. So I don't know. We'll figure something out eventually. But for now, again, another really interesting episode that changes absolutely everything that we thought we knew. Obviously, I'm kidding, but I mean, so many things that that's it about the show. When something happens in this show like it does with any other show, it's so much more extreme, even if it's smaller, because of the effect it has on, it always snowballs. Where in other shows, something might happen and it might have a snowball effect later on in the series. This pretty much, no matter what happens, if something's happening, it's gonna have a snowball effect. It's either really positive or really negative, and it's always one or the other. So I mean, most of the time negative, to be honest. But I mean, but yeah. So that's that. This is just gonna go straight up. Obviously, no video, nothing like that. So yeah. Still, if you watched the whole thing, much love. Thank you for sticking with me through the reaction, even though I've not been able to put the original content up here as well, or at least bits of it. But yeah, thank you. Drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this. Or also subscribe if you want to see this and better with reactions and the original content throughout the video, so you don't get too bored of just seeing my ugly face on the camera. But anyway, that's about it. Peace.